My forehead always looks so shiny. Like, wait, stop. Hi, angels. Welcome back to my channel. Whoa, I know. Huge difference. I'm blonde. At least for this video. Today I'm blonde. Just experimenting with like different looks because I was going through a bunch of my wigs. I have a ton of wigs. And I was like, oh, I mean, this blonde one's kind of cute. So, I mean, let me know what you guys think about it. It is a custom wig unit by Mark Anthony. So it's like an ash blonde, as you guys can clearly see. I think it's kind of cute. It's very different for me, but I still think it's fun to experiment with different looks. So let me know what you guys think of it. And if you don't like it, I also really don't care, but yeah, it's fine. So guys, before we jump into this video, do not forget to follow me on Instagram, of course, which will be right here. I think I forgot to do that in my last video, shame on me. And also, do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not already. We are trying to reach our next milestone of 75K, okay? And hopefully we reach 100K by August. That would literally be insane and incredible. Also, I want you guys to know that my Instant Go is officially up and running. I am currently running a promotion on Instant Go because I really just want to give back to you guys, and I really want to communicate with you guys and help you guys in any situation. I'm here for you. All the information for that will be in my description box below. Also, if you head over to my Instagram as well, I do have a highlight dedicated specifically to my consults, so you guys can look on there, email me, whatever. Everything you need to know is going to be in that highlight reel. In addition to that, also my P.O. box information as well is also on my Instagram. Everything you need to know is on my Instagram or in my description box below. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. I asked you ladies a question on Instagram, and I basically asked, what are some things that men do and they call women crazy for reacting? Now, this is such a huge topic. I didn't even screenshot it because I just posted it today, and I really am going to just read the question straight off of my iPad because a lot of the things you ladies had to say, I'm sure that you guys can help one another and probably can relate to a lot of the things that a lot of you guys have shared with me. I find that more often times than none, men are always running with the narrative of she's crazy and she's crazy. But like I always stress to you guys, behind every crazy girl is a man that made her that way. And it's really just becoming old, that whole narrative of she's crazy. That's a red flag for more of no. What did you do? Because a normal functioning woman, healthy functioning woman, doesn't unhinge or anything if she doesn't need to. You know, I was dating this guy one time, and he would always stress to me, like, women are so cunning and conniving. And all I'm thinking is, yeah, what did you do to make them be that way? Women are not going to activate any part of that for no reason, unless if she's clinically, mentally unstable. Who would start problems, a normal functioning human being of any gender, who would start problems for no reason without any probable cause? Here's the thing. A lot of the times guys want to call you crazy when you're on to them. When they feel like they want to control the narrative, they're just going to write you off and call you crazy. All right, well, that would probably mean that if you're doing something wrong and you're calling someone crazy, 99% of the players that are involved with women and the women react are going to be crazy. You mean all women are crazy? Stop! You're dragging it. Let's jump right into this. Let's see what you guys had to say about the different instances where guys have called you crazy. Oh my God, one of my friends wrote on here, she wrote everything that so-and-so does. It's this guy that I used to talk to, but if I say his name, it's just gonna be too obvious who it is, so I can't even say his name. But Mary Kate, I got your comment. I love you so much. Okay, so a common thing that I saw was lying and cheating. A lot of the times when guys are lying and cheating, they want to make you think that you're crazy for having those thoughts or for having evidence, and maybe you're not saying to them that you know for a fact that you know what they're doing, but they want to make you feel crazy. And when you are in love with someone or you like someone so much, for some reason, we as women have the crazy ability, I mean, this is crazy, to literally deny fact-based things. We have got to stop that. If you know that someone is cheating on you, you cannot undo it with your mind and tell yourself otherwise. He's cheating on you. It is what it is. You get out, okay? Or you continue to stay there and be walked on, run over, and everything. Men are forever testing women, forever seeing how much you could tolerate, how much you're willing to tolerate, and how much he can get away with. It's just what they do, okay? And that is your job to teach them the lesson and say, honestly, no, doesn't work with me. Maybe it worked with her, right? That's why it lasted so long, but not over here, bruh. Okay? Not over here, honey. Never over here, sweetie. So, nice try. Lily, please, not now. This is my cat. She's always like coming in. So again, men always want to make you seem like you're crazy when they are doing something wrong and they don't want you catching on to them. Half the time, we already are caught on. And they want to make us think that, oh my gosh, where do you get this from? You're crazy. So you know what we do? We convince ourselves otherwise. Well, I mean, he said it didn't happen. I mean, he said am I crazy for thinking? You know how many friends I've had that have called me and said, oh my God, am I crazy for thinking this way? Because I saw him here and this there and that on Instagram and that and that. And I'm like, girl, you are not crazy. When you're explaining this to me, I'm on the outside looking in. I have no feelings with this person at all. What you're thinking is actually what it is. And sometimes we need that outside opinion to bring us down to earth and say, hey, knock, knock. Is it in there? Your brain? Okay, just checking. Yeah, you gotta leave. Your time's up now because he's disrespecting you. Okay? Men will go as far as you let them. Okay? Guys will literally treat you like trash if you let them. Next, we have comments under women's pictures. I personally experienced this one time with an ex-boyfriend. He would comment under girls' pictures, and then when I would mention it to him, he would literally say to me, oh, calm down, it's just Instagram. It's just Instagram? You're commenting on girls' pictures, and it's just Instagram? That's how we met, was on Instagram, you clown. Like, and I'm sure... And I'm sure this has happened to more of us than we'd like to admit, but it's embarrassing when the guy that we're dealing with, especially if it's our boyfriend, is commenting on girls' photos. It's just so degrading. It's like, do you have any sense of morality? What makes it all the more disrespectful is the fact that you can see what they're doing. You can see their activity. And they just don't care, and they'll just comment anyway. It's ridiculous, but they want to call you crazy and make you feel like you're unhinged for mentioning it. Calm down. It's just a comment. All I said was, I want to get in between those legs. Why are you making a big deal out of it? I'm honestly with you. You're here now, aren't you? So you're going to blow up a comment that I wrote on Instagram? Like, are you that insecure? Oh, now I'm insecure, right? I'm insecure because I can see evidence of something that you're doing. Ladies, do not let that happen to you. If a guy is going to have the audacity to date you, and let alone sleep with you, and then comment on other girls' pictures, I'm sorry. That's disrespectful. I will not tolerate that personally. And it's not just Instagram. Because if it was, if anything, you can drop a like, okay? You don't have to go commenting on every little thing. Grow up. I see someone wrote cheating with their baby mother. I mean, honestly, I always tell you ladies that I don't suggest dating guys that have children because they lie on their kids all the time and they can say that they're with their children. Trust me, it's been done to me. They say they're with their kids, and they almost never are with their children. I mean, it's beyond pathetic. And then on top of that, sometimes guys that have, you know, relationships with their baby mothers, it never ends. And men don't like closing the doors half the time, especially, you know, certain, you know, signs, you know, astrology signs. They don't like closing doors, and they will always keep it open for as long as that, you know, baby mother, you know, allows. If she didn't move on and has her own relationship and her own thing going on, then there's always going to be a chance that she's going to be sleeping with the baby father, because they feel like they have that connection and they have that bond because they have a child together, you know? And you're not crazy for reacting to him going and being with his baby mother. If he's supposed to be with you and he's with his baby mother, that's still cheating. He's not with his baby mother, he's with you. That's cheating. You're not crazy. Oh, I see. You don't have to worry about her. I think of her as a sister. Okay, we've all dealt with guys that literally want to pull the narrative of, oh my God, that's just my sis. Like, stop. 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 No, really, stop. Because the joke's on you. Any guy that's going to pull the narrative of that's just the sis, and babe, you know the truth, I would just leave him. You know, a lot of these behaviors that guys exhibit to us, there's only one or two ways it can go. Either you tolerate, which is what one clown told me one time. He said to me, you know what you need to do? You need to be more tolerant. And I was like, wrong girl. Okay? The girl on Wednesdays, that's for her. That's not for me. I don't tolerate anything. I can barely tolerate you. And I think that's kind of obvious now, isn't it? One thing that quality queens don't do is tolerate. Tolerate what? For why? For what? No, I don't think so. And if you intuitively are getting it, you know, an intuitive feeling that how is this your sister and you guys are sending hearts to each other? My brother and I are very close, and that's my biological brother. We are very close. I am not constantly sending my brother hearts on Instagram and sending him borderline incestual things on Instagram. I mean, come on. You know the difference between someone who's actually being treated like a family member versus someone that's has the blanket term of that's just the sis. You're not crazy. Okay, another major one that I see. They're not always clear and willing to address every matter. This, for me, eats my soul alive. A lot of the times when guys don't want to address things, which is, you know, like 90% of the time, when they're BSing you, right? They don't want to talk about things because they know that it's going to uncover everything that they're doing. And they don't want to uncover everything that they're doing because that's going to expose everything. Do you know how many times I wish that I got answers from certain people and I was more than willing to talk about it and discuss why I reacted the way that I did? But I couldn't even get the chance to because they don't even want to have the discussion. You know? And I guarantee you that same person wants to go to his friends and talk about, bro, you're not going to believe what this chick did, bro. Like, oh my God. And then he's going to have his friends jumping on it. Bro, she's crazy, bro. I would never talk to her again. All right, but let's talk about what your friend did. Let's talk about why that girl did what she did. Let's talk about why I did what I did. And here's another thing to realize. Okay, let's just be honest and transparent here. A lot of the times that guys are pulling these actions or doing these things, are they your boyfriend? Because that's issue number one. Half the time, these guys are not our boyfriends, and we are so pissed off because we've been girlfriends to people that are not our boyfriends and giving them girlfriend benefits. And technically, by right, they can do whatever they want, but it still hurts us and it still pisses us off. And it's like, how could you? I was good to you. I was all this stuff. And to the guy, it's like, yeah, I like you and it was good and we have fun when we're together, but honey, you are my Fridays. I got another girl on Wednesday. She's designated. I got another chick on Monday. You're just Friday. And I don't want that to change. I want that to stay that way, but you can't get mad at Wednesday and Monday. You can't, because I'm not your man. And then boom, there we go. It's like an explosion where it's like, oh my God, I dedicated all this time to this guy and he literally he wants to keep me right in this same place. I can't do it. We've all been there, done that. I cannot do it. I'm not gonna stick around while you choose what option you want on which day. You're done. You're canceled. You and I will never be. Game over. That's that. And I have no care for anyone that's going to do that to me, because you deserve more than waiting around wondering if someone really values you or not. And and honestly, people that are making you feel crazy when you have every right to feel the way that you feel, this is why it's so important, honestly, to not give girlfriend benefits to guys that don't deserve it, that are not your boyfriend, because then all this stuff that you guys are writing to me is unmerited. Because I can honestly guarantee majority of this list is written from girls who literally are girlfriends to guys that are not their boyfriend. And that's where the issue lies. Because if you're saying ghosting, right? Ghosting, your boyfriend ghosting you is just really strange. I mean, it happens, but it's not really that common of a circumstance. Guys only ghost when they're not really with you. They have no sort of commitment to you, no sort of attachment to you, okay? Guys cheat, yeah, they could cheat when they're in a relationship. Is it cheating if he's not actually with you? No. Let's actually be realistic and think about that. That does not mean you still do not deserve to be pissed off, but moving forward for your next relationship, you know how to move so that you won't feel cheated on because you're not someone's girlfriend who's not your boyfriend. You understand what I'm saying? So then next we have never texting or calling. Sweetie, if the guy that you're with is not texting or calling you, you're not crazy for that. You're just being a pick-me. What are you waiting around for this guy to text and call you for? He clearly is showing his interest. It's at an all-time negative. Going out with their friends almost every night. He doesn't prioritize you. He doesn't really care about you. He'd rather hang out with his friends. I mean, that's a huge sign. You're not crazy. You're crazy if you stay, though. You are crazy if you stay, because that's ridiculous. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. That's the definition of insanity. So you are, in fact, going to be deemed crazy. By definition, textbook definition, if you were going to repeat the same behaviors or have unrealistic expectations from guys who simply cannot, will not, and are incapable of delivering what it is that you want. Waiting around for someone to give you exactly what you want when they are not even near willing to give you what you deserve is ridiculous. So I want to say that number one, above all this, I should have put this in the beginning of the video. You can be deemed as crazy by a man's definition, and really truthfully by any definition, if you are having unrealistic expectations of somebody that's not even actually dedicated to you. It's just that cut and dry. Guys are going to, of course, call you crazy if they're not your boyfriend and you're sitting there, why didn't you call me last night? I don't understand. Why would you literally comment on that girl's picture? In his eyes, it's like, you're not my girlfriend. I can do what I want. Crazy. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of these times, that's the case. Is that you? Are you in fact crazy? You're only not crazy when you have the ability to call the person out on what they're doing because they are yours. You're in a monogamous relationship with this person. Then you are not crazy. You are in fact deemed as crazy if you are going to put these responsibilities on someone who cannot deliver. And you're enabling their behavior by continuing to give them benefits, girlfriend benefits, wifey benefits, okay, when they're not your boyfriend. So I want to use the term crazy very lightly because I know it's not really, politically correct to just throw around. But when I use the term crazy, what I'm saying is exhibiting behavior that technically is deemed as unmerited. Now, there's a very thin line of this because, of course, you're going to feel like you should react if you were doing something for someone or you were with this person and only this person and they weren't reciprocating that behavior back to you. But I'm sure some way along the line, you kind of knew that, didn't you? You kind of knew that this person was doing whatever he was doing. You kind of realized that 8 months in, you're still not this guy's girlfriend, and you're still getting pissed that he's literally rotating a harem of women on a weekly basis. Hello, come on. All right. So that's why guys like to call some girls crazy, because it's all they're thinking in their head logically is, you're not my girlfriend. It doesn't matter if we're sleeping together. Why are you bugging out like you're my girlfriend? You're trying to clock me and correct me on the things I'm doing. You're not my girlfriend. Gaslighting. I always talk about this all the time. Gaslighting is so huge. Oh, you're perfect. Oh, you're this. Oh, I honestly really like you so much. All these blanket terms to keep you right where they want you. You like me so much, but you're not my boyfriend. Oh, you think I'm so beautiful, but you're not my boyfriend. Oh, you think I'm so perfect, but you're not my boyfriend. Why are you saying all these things? What do they mean? I'm so this, I'm so that. You're so cute. My cat is so cute. I'm so this, I'm so that, but you're not with me, so stop gaslighting me. Or maybe that guy is with you and he's playing games with you, okay? Because I don't address this that much. You have the guy that may actually be your boyfriend and you know he's cheating on you, and he's trying to, when he's with you, he plays the picture perfect boyfriend. And it's so perfect that it's just downright suspicious. Okay? That's a thing too. What the heck is saying they'd have a threesome with you and your sister? What? All right. I know this sounds absolutely insane, but some guy actually broke this down to me. The reason why guys like to do that is because he was saying they can't see themselves like being with you, if you guys catch my drift, the G-rated version. So literally, I guess another girl being there in the picture is like them watching outside of their bodies, if that makes sense. Like they can see themselves like with the other girl, and like I don't know if you guys catch my drift. Like, I don't know, guys are always trying to push the envelope. I mean, as far as it being your sister, I think that's absolutely disrespectful, but guys obviously just don't see it that way. They're just at the very basis of men, sometimes they're just honestly primal, and that's why they're capable of like calling someone their sister and then like banging them or something like that. But girls do it too. Girls will call a guy bro, you know. But I think what's weird about certain guys is that they actually will look at a girl as a sister and still do that. Like, that's what's actually weird. Women are not really capable of doing something like that, right? Like, if a girl actually puts you in the friend zone, you are more than likely her actual friend, majority of the time. Am I making sense? I want you guys to understand this. Again, I'm stressing this point again. It's not cheating if he's not your boyfriend. It's only cheating if he's actually your boyfriend. And if you have evidence of this person cheating, you need to decide whether you are going to stay or go, because it's going to go two ways. He's either going to keep on doing it because you stayed, or he's simply going, or you're simply going to leave. One of the two things. Okay? I was in this, situationship with this guy at one point, and I realized I was fighting myself over and over again what I already knew. I didn't love this person. I cared for this person, We had good times together, but I realized this situation is only going to go one or two ways. Either I'm literally going to join this guy's rotation and degrade myself and devalue myself and become just like, everyone else that, ew, I don't think so. Or I'm going to leave with my dignity. And it's not always easy, we go, we come back, we go, we come back over and over again. But it's like when you've had enough, you've had enough. And the final straw has been pulled, because at a certain point, it's like, all right, it's getting just condescending now to just be here, because it's like, how much more are you going to tolerate from one person? They're going to keep on doing whatever they're doing. You accept it or you leave. Two options. That's it. Okay, somebody else wrote, talking to more than one person at a time. That's natural to men. Men are always going to talk to more than one girl at a time until they feel like they actually want to be with you. If they actually want to be with you. Reacting to something they'd probably flip out about if we did to them. Again, deflecting, okay? I know that all too well, okay? Whenever someone is really, really guilty, I read a quote somewhere, it was amazing. It says, some people feel so guilty and they are so in their own heads that instead of apologizing to you for being wrong, they would rather just not even speak to you at all. Because they just can't get themselves to actually sit down with you and have a conversation as a grown adult and discuss what happened and actually apologize. They would rather just cut you off instead. Funny how that works. If you actually felt like you were the victim in the situation, then you would be more open to having a conversation because you know you didn't do anything wrong. But for you to go the route of just cutting the cord or letting me walk away and not even doing anything to try and salvage the relationship, obviously means you're the one that holds a lot of guilt and you don't even want to discuss anything. You just let it go. Deflecting, because they know that they're going to be exposed and they don't want to talk about what they're doing. A lot of these times, guys that play games, they don't want to talk about what they're doing because one, they're moving the way they're moving because they don't want to explain anything to anyone. And they certainly don't feel like they owe you an explanation for anything. And the more you give them girlfriend benefits and the more you sleep with them and you make it A-okay, the more you're enabling them to think, all right, well, she already knows what this is when she signed up and she keeps on coming back anyway, because all they're looking at is your action, action, action. And yeah, it may upset you. And yeah, you may feel like, oh my gosh, I just want to stop. I just want to leave so bad. We've all been there. Okay? And you just can't get yourself to stop with this person. So you tell yourself, one more thing he does, and I'm out. The next thing comes, you stay. Do you understand what it is that I'm saying? At a certain point, you just got to be done, over and out. It's above me. Right? It's above you. You're done. You can find someone else. The world is too big. I'm sorry. And I realize that, okay? I realize that myself. It's like, why would I tolerate this from this person when I could just go be with this person and they're treating me way better? I mean, seriously. I don't need you. Bye. Talk to you later. And lastly, I'm going to address this one. Ghosting and coming back as if nothing happened. That's simply because he's bored. If a guy could just out of nowhere in the random stop talking to you and ghost you, I've addressed this in another video. He's not coming back because he's like, oh, dang, I really miss you. No, he's trying to see if he can get some benefits from you again or even period. Okay? Guys don't ghost girls that they actually see value in at first. Right? And this doesn't mean you're not valuable. This just means that this person isn't capable of seeing that necessarily. Okay? And it's a very hurtful thing, especially to our egos, where it's just like, I can't believe this person did this to me. Like, does he know who I am? You know? And I get that too. But that's why when you understand that you are a quality queen and you understand what you are not going to be putting up with, because we all endure situations and probably have stayed in situations way longer than we should have, way longer than we may have anticipated. And that ends today. Okay? Do not give a guy a reason to call you crazy when, one, he's not even your man. Don't be the crazy girl. Don't feed into the craziness by enabling what he's doing to you, okay? Because you feel like you can't get with anyone else. I understand it's hard sometimes and you've been sleeping with the same person and you don't want to have to start all over again, all this stuff. And especially if you didn't sleep with this person, it's honestly even all the more easier. But if you are someone that's sleeping with someone and you're just like, oh my gosh, like I'm just so hurt because you have that emotional attachment to that person, the only way out is through. The only way out is through, okay? And I really want you ladies to evaluate this. Am I actually crazy? Are you actually crazy because your boyfriend decides that he's gonna go comment on girls' pictures and call you crazy for calling him out? Or are you crazy because you're deciding to be a girlfriend to someone who's not your boyfriend, and you're getting upset because he's commenting on girls' pictures because for some reason on every Monday he's acting strange and you know he's with another girl, okay? And you know what he's doing and it's hurting your feelings. How much more are you gonna take? He doesn't even have to call you crazy. You're driving yourself crazy. Are you crazy? So, that is the end of this video, guys. I really hope that you ladies enjoyed it. And with that being said, do not forget to turn on your post notifications to make sure that you're notified every single time that I post. Also, if you have a question and you need to vent and you need advice, do not forget to check the description box for my instant go information, or you can simply head over to my Instagram, click on my highlight for consults so that you can email me and we can have a one-on-one chat. We can either text on the Instant Go app for all the iPhone users, or we can simply have a video chat session. Anything of your choice. I am running a special right now so that I can talk to as many of you as possible, so do not forget to check that out. And I love you and God loves you, and I will see you beautiful angels in my next video. Mwah.